Dear students, welcome to the fourth sem, that is electronics class. Okay, today is the ninth class on C programming, that is unit 3. So in the last class, what you studied? In the last class, we started with the operators available in the C language, and you completed all these four, that is arithmetic operator. What are the arithmetic operators? Relational operators, logical operator, and the assignment operators. So today also we are going to continue with the operators available in C program. Okay, so till now we have completed all these four operators. Today you are going to study about increment and decrement operators, conditional operators, bitwise operators, and some special operators you are going to study. Okay, first let us begin today's session with the increment and decrement operator. Already you learned little bit about this increment and decrement operator. Okay, today in detail I am going to explain you about the increment and decrement operator. Okay, so here we know that if if you have written consecutively, that means 1 by 1, then it is called a increment operator. Okay, if you have written continuously, then it is called increment operator. There are the two types of the increment operators are there. Okay, another one thing. So actually what happens, minus is called the decrement operator. Why I have taken this means both are the same. That means I want to explain there are the two types of the increment operator. In the same way, there are the two types of the decrement operators. Okay. In the last class, you studied that if minus, if you have written side by side, then it is called a decrement operator. This is your decrement operator. This is your increment operator. As its name indicates, you can easily remember increment is nothing but addition or the plus. So the plus sign is there. Decrement is nothing but minus, that is subtraction is going to. The decrement meaning is it is going to decrease the value. So you should take the minus sign. Minus is the symbol for the decrement operator, whereas plus is the symbol for the increment operator. In both of this decrement and increment, there are the two types of the operators are there. They are called the post increment and the pre-increment. In the increment operator and in the decrement operator, what happens? It is the post decrement and the pre-decrement. Okay. So the important thing is you should understand the working of this. Okay, how you are going to use this. Okay, so this is this. Just I have written a one expression. So here you are going to write the pre-increment is equal to plus. That means plus if you have written after the before the any variable, then it is called a pre-increment. After the variable, if you have written meant, it is called a post variable. So I will give you the one example. You think that I have taken int a, okay, and next what I will write, a is equal to plus a. Then what happens? This is called a which before the variable if we have written means it is called the pre-increment. And next I am writing a is equal to a plus plus. Then this is semicolon. It is called a post increment. Okay. But what is the difference between these two? Okay, writing is the difference. Okay. But is there is any other differences there? Yes, one main difference is there in the execution. Okay, in C programming, when this line is going to execute, how it is executes means this is a pre-increment. Okay, pre-increment is nothing but what happens? First it increases the value. Okay, here you think that I have given the A is equal to 4. Okay, and here actually what is this operator? This operator is called assignment operator. Assignment operator is nothing but what? Assigning the values that you have studied in the assignment operator. Whatever here is there, that is assigned to this variable. So here what happens? A is equal to 4. Here plus plus 4. So because of this, what happens? Plus 4 value is increased by 1. Okay, here what I have written. So here it is increment is nothing but what? It increases the value by 1. Whatever may be your value. Here I have taken 4. So its value is equal to 5 and this is assigned to here. Okay. And next, what happens here? The same thing is there. Here A plus plus is there. Here what happens? Whatever the value of A, that is assigned first here. Okay. A value is assigned here. Afterwards, A value is incremented. That is called the post increment. Post increment means after assigning the value of the variable is increased by 1. Pre-increment is nothing but what? Before assigning the value is incremented by 1. Okay. Please try to understand the concept of the increment. That too, what do you mean by post increment and the pre-increment? Okay, here depends on the applications we are going to use this one. Okay, wherever the necessary is there, the pre-increment, we are using the pre-increment. Where is the necessary of post increment? We are using the post increment. The same thing is for the decrement also. Okay, if I have written A is equal to minus of A, then what happens? It is called a pre-decrement. If I have written A is equal to A plus plus, this is called a post increment. Correct? So here I think I have written pre-decrement is nothing but what? Pre. Actually this is post means I am sorry, this is not correct. This is correct. Here you have to write the minus. Okay. There is just by taking the copy and paste, I think this is the wrong is there. Okay, just you make what? Post is nothing but what? Afterwards you have to do. Decrement minus. So sorry, here also you should take the minus signs, not the plus signs. Correct? Plus is nothing but what happens? It is a increment, not the decrement. Here what happens? If A is equal to 4, what happens? Decrement is nothing but it decreases value by 1. That means 4 minus 1, 3 is there. That 3 is assigned here. 3 is assigned to this variable. Similarly, what happens? A minus minus is nothing but what? It is a post decrement. First A value is assigned here. A is equal to 4. Afterwards, this A value is decreased by 1. Okay. So this is about what your increment and the decrement operators. Okay. If confusion, if somewhat confused is there, means what we have to do means we have to take the different variables for this and this. A is equal to 4. Let us take the another variable as B. Here you should take the B value. Okay, then it is clear. But with the A when you are taking means it is somewhat difficult to understand, but when you understand means then you should perfect in the increment and the decrement operator. Okay, because it is somewhat difficult in understanding. Okay, but when you have completed the practicals, then it is very easy to analyze. But please try to understand the concept. The concept is very easy. Increment is nothing but it is going to increment the value by 1. Decrement is nothing but it is going to decrease the value by 1. Okay. And next is the two types of the operators are there. They are post increment and pre-increment in the increment operator, post decrement and the pre-decrement in the decrement operator. The operation what I shown in the example. Okay, now let us come for the next operator, that is conditional operator. Usually the question mark is called the conditional operator. But in the C program we are having there one operator that is called a ternary. Okay, it contains the three operands. What it contains? Three operands. What do you mean by operands? Operation to be performed. That is called the operand. Operator is available in C to construct the conditional expression. Let us see the syntax of this conditional operator, that is ternary operator. What is the syntax means here? Expression 1 question mark expression 2. Expression 1 question mark expression 2 colon expression 3. Okay, this is the syntax of the conditional operator. This is called the ternary operator because it contains the three operands 1, 2 and the 3. This question mark and this colon is called the conditional operators in the C language. Okay. So what is your syntax? Expression question mark expression 2 colon expression 3. But it is very easy when you when I am telling the example, then you are able to understand easily. So another one point I want to clear you that it is a shorthand expression. Similarly, actually this is same as the if else statement. That statement you are going to study in the coming classes. Okay. Let us see the one example for how you are going to use this conditional operator. So always we have to use the conditional operator with the expressions. That means you have to use some x equal to or something equal to, so that it is going to assign the value. So here you see x is equal to, this is your expression 1. Let us compare syntax. This is your expression 1. This is your expression 2. This is your expression 3. Semicolon is there. Colon is there. Question mark is there. Okay. So then how it is going to execute? Always this conditional operator gives the value in true or the false. That means it is going to execute this expression 1. If this expression 1 is true, then what happens? Expression 2 is the answer. If expression 1 is false, expression 3 is the answer. That you should understand. Okay, it is going to execute this expression 1. Whatever you are writing in the expression 1, it is going to execute it. If this is true, expression 2 is the answer. If this is false, expression 3 is the answer. Okay, here you see A is greater than B, you have given one expression. If this condition is true, that means A is greater than B means A is the answer. If this condition is false, that means A is less than B, then B is the answer. It is going to give for the X. I will write the same thing. Here you think that here what I want to take means X is equal to, in this I will take 4 is greater than 5. Our standard data, question mark, what you should write here, A is to B, that is 4 is to 5, semicolon. Understood? So first it is going to execute. This is what your expression 1, this is your expression 2, this is your expression 3. And as usual, after expression 1, question mark should be there. After expression 2, the colon should be there. After expression 3, semicolon. If this expression is true means which is the answer? 4 is the answer. If this is false means 5 is the answer. Check, is 4 is greater than 5? No. 4 is greater than 5. Condition is false. So 5 is the answer. Okay. Just you change this one. Is 4 is less than 5? Yes. Condition is true. 4 should be the answer. Which is the greatest number? Is nothing but in 4 and 5. Which is the greatest number? 4 is less than 5. Less than 5 is nothing but A is the answer. 4 is greater than 5 is nothing but 5 is the answer. Like that, this is going to execute. This is the one statement. Usually it is not available in any other languages, because what happens now, in only one sentence you are going to identify the more things. That is a very important about this operator. Okay, whenever you are writing the big programs, no, then you will come to know. Actually, if I want, so in the next class I am going to write the greatest of two numbers. Without using this, we are using how many lines? I need 4 to 5 lines to write the program. But here what happens? Within one line you are going to write the program for the greatest or the smallest. Okay. Just wait, something happens here. Okay, let us hope all of you understood this. Okay, next move to the, okay, here once again I have given the X is equal to A if true, or X is equal to B if false. So okay, next let us study the bitwise operator. Usually what happens, this bitwise operators are used in the bit level programming. Okay, but even though we should know what are the bitwise operators and what is the work of the bitwise operators. Okay, bitwise operators are similar to bits in the digital electronics and the gates whatever we are studying. Okay, because we have studied in the AND gate, OR gate, exclusive OR gate. Okay, all these is with the symbols for this one. This is a symbol for AND gate. This one vertical bar is OR gate. This type of the symbol is called exclusive OR. Similarly, if you are taking the two two signs, then it is called a shift light, and this is a less than symbol, and this is what your greater than symbol is, nothing but shift right signal. Only you should understand this much. That means what are the bitwise operators and why we are going to use that bitwise operator, that is sufficient. Other than this, we are having the some special operators called the comma operator. First one is called the comma operator. Comma operator is nothing but by knowingly or unknowingly we are using this comma operator. No, okay, that is called a one special operator available in the C language that we are using usually to separate the variables. Okay, so just in the first program only I have written int a comma b. Okay, here for the variable separator we are using the comma operator. It is used to link the expressions together also. Okay, so expressions together also you can take like a is equal to 10 comma b is equal to 10 comma a plus b, like that also you can use in your programs. Another important size of operator is the important special operator is called size of operator. Actually, what is the size of operator means, if you have written size of in the bracket, if you have written int in the C programming, then it will show how many bytes required to store one integer value. That I told in your first class. So to store one integer value, it takes how many bytes? 2 bytes. That it is going to display in your computer screen. So what for that, what you have to write? Size of in the bracket, if you are write int, then it is going to display the number of bytes necessary to store the variable of that operand. Okay, if you are written int, it is going to display the 2 bytes. Float is nothing but it is going to display the 4 bytes. Character, if we have written, means it is going to display the 1. Okay, that is a one important and very nice operator which is available in the C language. In the same way, we are having the member selection operators are there. These are usually now we are studying in the whenever you are studying in the pointers. Now, in that chapter, I am going to explain you about in detail about this member operators. No, actually, this is sorry, this dot and the colon we are using in the structures, and star and this we are using in the pointers. Okay, whenever we are studying the structure, we should know how to use this full stop and the arrow mark, and whenever we are using the pointers, then we are able to understand how to use this star and the this asterisk symbol. Okay, these are the special operators also available in the C language, and these are the reference books what I am using to preparing the PPTs, and this is about my concern both the statements. Please read carefully. We will meet in the next video.